In the past years, Polkadot's developers' activity was slightly disappointing. But since many parachains started to launch at the end of 2021, it is the most active chain in regards developments after Ethereum, and it is likely that it will continue. Let's now start from the beginning to understand what Polkadot is and what major upgrades, news and partnerships occurred since we last covered it. If you missed our last video, we will also share some important parts from the Polkadot Decode, the most important yearly Polkadot event from this summer, where the CEO introduced Polkadot Governance 2.0. Make sure to stick till the end, and feel free to skip the parts that are less interesting to you. Polkadot is a Web 3.0 cryptocurrency and Layer 0 blockchain, founded in 2016 by Dr. Gavin Wood, also known for being one of the Ethereum co-founders that also worked as the Ethereum Chief Technology Officer until 2015, to then follow a different path following its different ideas. Their main goal is to connect different blockchains and ecosystems. We saw until now very efficient blockchain networks, and most of them fail on one thing: interacting with other blockchains out of their network. Here it comes Polkadot, also called the blockchain of the blockchains. It is now accelerating towards a cross-chain future, and the ecosystem is more active than ever in 2022, with many parachain developing, launching and escalating the network to the next level. The blockchain was built by Parity Technology, a core blockchain infrastructure experts based in UK, and its development was coordinated by Web3 Foundation, a non-profit based in Switzerland, which helped to raise over $250 million between 2017 and 2019 for the development. Polkadot had one of the most successful initial coin offering in blockchain industry, and its mainnet launched in 2020, which makes it still relatively new. The network is constructed by a main blockchain, called Relay Chain, which is not smart contract compatible, and it can process up to 1,000 transactions per second. The Relay Chain supports parachains, which are second-layer blockchains that connect and plug into the main blockchain. These are smart contract compatible. There can be 100 maximum parachains at a time, and they must qualify through auctions in order to connect to the Relay Chain. These auctions are won by the projects that have the biggest funds allocated to them from the community and founders. It is checked with a snapshot at a random moment, forcing the projects to always keep the funds there to have the chance to win the slot. This way, the most financially supported projects on Polkadot can win the slots and lease it for a maximum of 2 years, in which period they need to keep locked their coins. The goal of these parachains is to bring down costs and allow developers and crypto projects to build on the Polkadot network, taking advantage of the low fees of the network. They do not need to use Coin for fees, and they don't even need a token or coin to operate, but they can create their own cryptocurrency if needed. Parachains are also used to build bridges to other blockchains to make always more interoperable the ecosystem. But we are going to make some examples soon. Lastly, the Polkadot ecosystem supports parathreads and other kind of parachains, which are different because they don't have the 2 years time frame and the auction to win. These are basically pay-as-you-go parachains, mainly designed for institutions that wants to use the network benefits for shorter periods of time, and they estimated that they will launch in the next 6 to 8 months. The network uses a nominated proof-of-stake mechanism, and it is powered by their token, DOT. As holder, you can either run a validator node, or you can be a nominator. To be a validator, you will need to lock for 28 days at least 1.8 million DOT to earn 15% annually in rewards. Validators are randomly selected. At the moment, there are 297 validators. Once fully mature, the network should have around 1,000 validators to increase decentralization. Nominators, on the other hand, can delegate at least 10 DOT, decreased from over 100 DOT, to earn around the same 15% yearly rewards. They recently announced and upgraded the staking dashboard, which led into a significant increase in adoption. There are over 39,000 nominators at the moment, number which increased by over 40% since we last covered it, thanks also to the lower amount needed to stake. Users just need to delegate their native coins to validators, which have the role of securing the main network, called Relay Blockchain. Keep in mind that only the top 256 nominators get paid for every validator node, so when you delegate, make sure to be one of the largest top 256 delegation, or you will not get any rewards. When you select a validator, the commission they keep is also important. The higher this is, the less rewards you will get. Lastly, to support parachains, you can follow the same process. You have to select the right validators in order to delegate your DOT and to get the rewards in the new token. To now make a comparison, Cardano, for example, has already almost 3,000 pools with the same goal of securing the network. And they have over 1 million delegators with their liquid staking, which includes no lockup period and staking on staking feature at any time. DOT is first of all a governance token, allowing to vote on community proposals and take part on the future of the blockchain. It is then used to pay fees on the main relay chain only, not on parachains. It is used for staking to secure the network, and bonding for new parachains. It has a current supply of 1.1 billion tokens at the moment. It is currently not in the top 10 most capitalized cryptocurrencies anymore, it is the 12th. It has one of the highest staking rewards, around 15% yearly, and currently more than 50% of the total supply is at stake. Polkadot is inflationary, and it doesn't have a fixed maximum supply. It is in fact slowly increasing over time, with an annual 7.64% inflation rate, which should decrease over time. DOT is trading at around $6.2 per coin at the moment, and its market cap is just under $7 billion, down 88% from its all-time high, at around $55 per coin back in November 2021. Polkadot's price reached an all-time high after the announcement that the Relay chain was ready to host parachains, to then decrease a lot in the past year, mainly because we have been in a bear market. The questions are of course if it can go lower, if we should sell our coins and buy lower, or if a bottom is in and it is time to buy more. An important factor that we should keep in mind is its inflation rate caused by the high staking rewards, combined with the sell pressure in this bear market, that might push the price lower than we can expect. It obviously all depends first of all on how Bitcoin performs. If Bitcoin stays around this range of $20,000, I wouldn't be surprised to see Polkadot going further down, as crazy as it might sound, because typically altcoins tend to depreciate against Bitcoin in a bear market. Bitcoin dominance is still low in my opinion, so we might see it outperform altcoins in the coming months. However, I think it is a good time to buy and average lower Polkadot, considering they are constantly building and expanding the ecosystem. If Bitcoin turns bullish, we will likely see Polkadot as one of the best performers, considering it is the only one that had a lower growth, as it reached a milestone late when a bear market was starting. Before that, it was all only a vision. Its parachains, only when the bear market started, have started to scale its ecosystem. And I believe this will eventually reflect massively when the all-crypto market will turn more bullish. After 5 years of research and development, in fact, many parachain have started to be deployed. If until now we could have seen it as just a visionary project, from 2022, many parachains projects are launching, creating an exponential growth to Polkadot's ecosystem. Most of the parachains lease periods started at the beginning of the year, and they will last for 2 years. During this period, they will have to keep their DOT locked on the network. Already 28 parachains are fully functional on the network, 6 launched in the past 3 months, and 13 parathreads, bringing unique projects with many utilities to the ecosystem. Many other parachain will keep launching and developing to reach a number of 48 fully functional parachains deployed by 2023. This means that the locked DOT will increase over time, decreasing the circulating supply and increasing the price. These are the parachains that have already launched in the ecosystem. This includes Moonbeam, the first fully functional. Its lease period and DOT lock time will be from last December until October 2023. It is a smart contract platform and Ethereum compatible, which expands Polkadot's market into the Ethereum ecosystem. If you want to see it in more details, I'll link it down in the description. Acala Network is an other smart contract platform, which Coinbase Ventures officially announced to invest in it. It is an Ethereum-compatible platform optimized for decentralized finance. Its lease duration will be secured until October 2023. From last December too, they have also announced that they want to lease the parachain for 6 years, and then migrate to their own native blockchain interoperable with Polkadot. Astar, a multi-chain smart contract platform, interoperable for Layer 1 blockchains like Ethereum, Cosmos, Binance, Solana, etc. Derwinia Network, which won the 21st parachain slot, is building a cross-chain messaging infrastructure, which will provide a reliable and programmable cross-chain platform for decentralized applications. And many other parachains and parathreads. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to make a video on them. In these past months, many things happened. Some of them needs to be mentioned, so let's jump into it. One of the most successful video game series of all time is set to receive NFTs in 2023, as Japanese publisher Square Enix has partnered with Polkadot's Parachain Affinity to release NFTs based on the Final Fantasy VIA franchise. Trust Wallet integrated Polkadot staking feature, allowing its users to secure the Polkadot blockchain while earning good yearly rewards. BitGo and Edge Wallet integrated Polkadot, offering now Polkadot in hot wallets and qualified custody. This gives new and existing DOT holders yet another way to securely access the rapidly growing DeFi ecosystem. Binance too has integrated the staking feature for DOT holders, offering up to 15% yearly rewards. Polkadot partnered with Frank McCourt, the LA Dodgers baseball team owner. The partnership will fund the blockchain with $100 million to create a decentralized social media protocol called Liberty. Polkadot partnered with Revolut app to offer short lessons on cryptocurrency with rewards in DOT coins. Parity Technology partnered with Klaytn, a South Korean crypto project, which was created by Kakao, one of the country's largest tech companies. Klaytn is building an open-source public blockchain for all who wish to build, work, or play in the metaverse. Polkadot's most popular parachain, Moonbeam, integrated Lido, a liquid staking giant. This will bring liquid staking not just to the Moonbeam network, but to the all Polkadot's ecosystem. You can now stake your Polkadot's coins without a lockup period time. On the 29th and 30th June, the biggest Polkadot conference took place in New York, called Polkadot Decoded. In an effort to further decentralize the event, Moonbeam published the proposal to take over the organization of the event in collaboration with other parachains teams and developers to organize these 2 full days of talks, panels, and workshops. At the same event, Gavin Wood took the chance to introduce to the community governance too, with the main goal being further decentralizing the network. Polkadot's current governance features a 3-chamber structure. First of all, a tech committee for managing upgrade timelines. An approval-voted, elected council to manage parameters, admin, and spending proposals. And lastly, a general voting system for everything else. However, it has its downside. The council and technical committee are primarily centralized and generally not anonymous, putting the protocol and individuals at some degree of risk. Further decentralization is increasingly needed for the safety and security of all participants. Polkadot's next-generation governance system aims to solve these issues, making the all process much simpler. First of all, there will be no council and technical committee. Instead, there is one decision-making mechanism: the referendum. This will allow for lots of referenda, all happening simultaneously, increasing the number of motions that can be passed at a time. Other things will remain the same. For example, those who stake their coins only will be able to vote on the future of the blockchain, and there is a conviction voting, giving greater weight to those willing to lock their tokens for longer. Governance 2.0 should be integrated on Kusama network first of all to test it there, towards the end of the year, and then implemented on Polkadot's network too. Interlay HQ launched IBTC, the first fully trustless and decentralized wrapped Bitcoin bridge on Polkadot, providing a secure way to use Bitcoin for DeFi, cross-chain transfers, NFTs, and more on Polkadot. KuCoin announced the partnership with Bit.Country and Metaverse NW to launch the KuCoin Metaverse Hub with its over 20 million users on the Polkadot and Kusama blockchain. In September, Tether launched on Polkadot, providing a stable currency to move in and out of the network. Towards the end of the year, an important upgrade is estimated to take place, called asynchronous backing. This represents the first set of major scalability optimizations to Polkadot's Parachain Consensus Protocol, since its launch on Polkadot in December 2021. Asynchronous backing is a large upgrade spanning the runtime, the networking protocol, and the logic of collators, which is designed to do 3 things: decrease the parachain block time to 6 seconds, increase the amount of block space available to each block by a factor of 5 to 10, and allow parachain blocks to be reused when they don't make it onto the relay chain in the first attempt. But let's move now to the concerns on this project. The main and only concern I have about Polkadot is that their token might not have a high demand, considering it is only used for fees on the main relay chain, for staking, governance, and bonding to win parachain's auctions, amount which has been on a decline. So technically the ecosystem can grow with its parachains, building their own cryptocurrencies, and creating demand for those. If the demand for Polkadot never really increases, it might be imbalanced with its new released circulating supply, which might result in the price being held down. There is this risk, but I also think that there is the chance of DOT to be the backup and secure main asset of the ecosystem, where many DeFi projects will create more utilities and demand for. Polkadot is becoming always more interoperable with other blockchains, which will increase the market exposure and create a positive impact. In the past months, they started to launch XCM, or cross-consensus messaging, a mechanism that allows all parachains to communicate with each other without a bridge. Many developers are building on the Polkadot blockchain to grow the network. which will create demand, and it will reflect on the price in an exponential manner once the market gains confidence and we go back into a bullish scenario. It is in fact the blockchain with the higher developers' activity after Bitcoin and Ethereum, which will lead into many decentralized applications and higher demand for its cryptocurrency. It is also interesting to notice how, compared to the other blue-chip top cryptocurrencies, Polkadot did not have a significant growth. This because just now from December the network is escalating while we are in a bear market. And this is actually its first bear market. I think Polkadot will have bright times in the future when this bear market will end. It is likely that Polkadot will come out of it stronger than before. Polkadot is a secure, highly scalable and interoperable blockchain that even during this bear market keeps delivering upgrades, which makes me positive and confident about this project in a long term. But what do you think? Do you hold any coins? And are you buying any around this level?